At the height of her fame, Britney Spears was the world's biggest pop star. Millions adored her. But behind the bright lights, she was living a nightmare she couldn't escape. Every moment of her life was scrutinized by the media, and she struggled with immense pressure, isolation, and a loss of control over her own choices and freedom. Born in Mississippi in 1981, Britney showed talent from an early age. At just 16, she released Baby One More Time, a song that turned her into a global icon overnight. She sold millions of albums, won countless awards, and became the face of a generation. But the pressure to be perfect never stopped. Her every move was followed by cameras and tabloids eager to profit from her struggles. Behind her success, Britney battled anxiety, exhaustion, and constant public judgment. Despite it all, she continued performing and recording, trying to hold on to her identity and dreams. As Britney's fame grew, so did the scrutiny. Paparazzi followed her every move. Every mistake was headline news. Her relationships, her parenting, and even her appearance were constantly judged by millions of strangers. In 2007, after a series of personal struggles, Britney suffered a public breakdown. The images of her shaving her head and fighting photographers became symbols of her pain. It was a desperate act to reclaim some control in a world that refused to leave her alone. She lost custody of her children and was placed under a conservatorship, a legal arrangement giving her father control over her finances and her life. For years, she had little say in the most basic decisions, from how she spent her money to what medication she took. Fans around the world watched with growing concern, and many began to question whether she was being treated fairly or trapped in an arrangement that exploited her vulnerability. For 13 years, Britney lived under strict control. She performed, earned millions, but couldn't make her own decisions. Every aspect of her life was monitored, from her personal relationships to her medical treatments. Fans launched the Britney movement, demanding justice and transparency. They held rallies, created petitions, and spread awareness on social media to support her fight for freedom. In 2021, Britney finally spoke in court, revealing the abuse and trauma she endured. She described how she was forced to work against her will and denied basic rights. Her voice shook as she declared, "I just want my life back." The world listened, and her words inspired countless people to stand up against exploitation and speak out for those who have been silenced. In November 2021, the conservatorship ended. For the first time in over a decade, Britney was free. She could finally make her own choices without fear or permission. Today, she continues to heal and rebuild her life on her own terms, reconnecting with her passions, her family, and her sense of identity. Her story is a reminder that fame can be a prison, and that freedom is worth fighting for. It also shows the power of collective voices, as millions who supported her helped shine a light on injustice. Britney's courage has inspired others to speak their truth and demand respect, no matter how famous or ordinary they are. This was the hidden struggle of Britney Spears, the pop princess who found the courage to break free. Her journey was filled with pain, resilience, and an unyielding desire to reclaim her life. Against all odds, she became a symbol of hope and strength for millions around the world. If you found this story inspiring, please like, comment, and share. Your support helps us create more videos about the hidden struggles and untold journeys of your favorite artists. Stay tuned for the next chapters of Timeless Stories.